The Englewood Police Department saw a visit on Thursday by YouTuber and activist for the homeless, Regan Benson, along with YouTuber Louis Real Constitutional Upholders Johnson, as the pair came to the facility to file a complaint about a police officer, but saw the stream devolve into chalk drawings, extreme sexual simulations, and Benson's insulting and degrading of Englewood judges and police officers. Benson explained that she and Johnson were commiserating Johnson's recent conviction of harassment of a police officer in Arapahoe County Court on Wednesday. Johnson was accused of essentially following and harassing an on-duty police officer, resulting in, essentially, a reverse police chase, with Johnson pursuing the police vehicle for 16 miles in the course of Johnson's investigation. He was found guilty of the crime on Wednesday after a jury deliberated for 2.5 hours. Judge Christina Apostoli then stayed his conviction, as Johnson's attorney said that they were immediately going to appeal the decision. Benson attacked Judge Apostoli as a Botox bitch who was having inappropriate sexual relations with police officers. Instead of directly stating this, Benson essentially simulated the so-called cowgirl position and grotesquely gyrated for her audience. She would later repeat the performance as she assured her audience that the judge was apparently prostituting for the police. Benson and Johnson were in Englewood to file a complaint about a police officer who apparently approached Benson after testifying in the Johnson case. According to Benson, the officer attempted to embrace her inappropriately and told her how much he appreciated her. The YouTuber said that his actions should be classified as inappropriate touching and harassment and needed to be reported. She then brought up Denver District 3 Sergeant Brian O'Neill, who apparently served Benson with a civil protection order. Benson had written extensively on the matter in a YouTube community post the day before. She wrote, "Y'all remember this psychotic mess of a Denver cop, right? Come on now, think real hard. I just posted his IA rap sheet about a month ago and a blurb about how the famous girl cop, Megan Dodge, keeps making sure he gets a free pass. You know, he arrested me twice in a 2-week period and then got his face used as a mop at trial. He tried to set me up with a contraband to take into the jail on one of the arrests. He targets the homeless with severe bias and violates their civil rights and keeps getting free passes to do it over and over again. You remember, he's trying to become a lieutenant at the DPD, and there are only 8 people dumber and less qualified than him vying for the same honor. Yeah, this is Brian Boy O'Neill. You know, hashtag Brian O'Neill, hashtag Dirty White Boy Cop, Commander of District 3. He tells his boss, the other maroon they call Commander, Joel Bell, how things are gonna shake out, and his boss immediately starts doing jumpin' jacks for his jumpin' junk buddy. Well, guess what Wonder Bread Doughboy did this time? He had me served with a civil protection order, using all my information he had access to as a Denver cop. Yeah, he was the one. Some goofball judge who thinks she's a social worker by the name of Marguerite Conboy signed it, violating my rights with a temporary protection order, and endorsed a straight-up, ballless, lying POS cop. He put his minor children on the protection order with their names and DOBs, claiming he feared for all their lives. Boy, that's sure something Father of the Year does, eh? He put someone else on the protection order as well, and then used whiteout over it to remove them. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Conboy apologized today as she called Brian O'Neill's name last on the docket for him to show cause as to why this needed to become a lifetime protection order. She was sorry she kept me waiting all day and was dismissing the PO. Uh-huh. You stupid bitch. You're lucky, very lucky my attorney gave you one opportunity to save yourself from becoming the mop she'd use to disinfect your courtroom and then feed it to the brain boy you thought you'd entertain. Turns out Brain Boy was a no-show for court today. I guess he figured out he was going to have to prove the lies he blatantly wrote and swore an oath to for truth. He probably wasn't going to have too much fun with all 5 feet of himself trying to stare down my husband today. Oopsie, Bran made a poopsie. This idiot has free rein to do anything he wants to me and anyone else he chooses, repeatedly. Chief Ron Thomas and friends love it. They get to watch the hashtag Dirty White Boy be the fall guy for trying to destroy my life, while they remain the heroes and cheer it on from the comfort of their locked away from the public offices. Cops are a drain on a civilized society. Prove me wrong. Benson would eventually file her complaint before she and Johnson left the building, and Benson to spend the next hour writing anti-police chalk messages in the courtyard outside the building.